What's a mighty good word party, folks? I'm back. It's Tuesday, March 5th, Mars's Day. I'm doing the continuation of the early message with the Herbal Astrology and Isis Oracle. I'm following through with the tarot spreads here. I have here the Mystic Mondays tarot. I think I called it Mystic Mondays Oracle, but it's obvious it's a tarot deck, right? What's good, y'all? I'm very happy, very honored to read for you. Very happy to have you here. Thank you so much for sharing your time, space, energy. I honor you. Very thankful. It's been quite a month. I know it's March now, but February was, I don't know what happened to my head. It's like we're in the mix. It's like the planets are moving from one wavy sign into the next, and like we're nearing that astrological New Year point of the new moon in Aries, but that does also mark all the eclipses, right? So if you're an Aries moon, especially Aries rising, or Libra moon, Libra sun rising, or if you have those placements in your chart, like you're definitely feeling like this. You've got to make a big grand gesture, right? Like regardless of whatever sign you are, the gestures you should be making are sweeping acts of self-love, rest, rehydrating, balancing, stretching it out, letting it go, letting it out of the body, learning about what Kundalini means. It doesn't mean, go out and have fancy intimacy with everyone. It means, can you drive the freaking energy up? Can you actually take note of what is happening as far as like how you feel about security in the body, and how you feel in the body, and what that means for you, for a soul individual body, and how then that reflects the collective, or how the collective reflects on you. We're being led to govern ourselves by not effing it up. Like, don't flip the table. Don't go out and think you can serve everyone a silver platter with, 0 F's. And it's like, can you get your own together, and then realize that all this like drive and need to like make a bunch of decisions isn't really necessary at the moment. It's really, if you're feeling the most unclear, if you're feeling really unclear, it's acknowledging that this path is a longer path. It's not something that you'll get done in a week. It's more so, can you allow all of this fire really to take place? Honor that there is new order within and around you. And so where can you actually take the lead for yourself, for your order? Magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings and queens, is your highest royal court. I'm your effervescent mercurial Aquarian to Piscean gesture with your divine messages for your spiritual exaltation and your human evolution through this wild, wavy space and time, all the space and times ever. I have the Two of Wands I'm staring at. Yes, planning, envisioning within a newer realm of not just being driven by what's to come, right? Like, we actually aren't really too sure of what's to come. All that we know is that we're realigning with abundant beings, abundant friendships, abundant folks. It's like you're re-examining everything. Saturn is really pushing for you to, before you take this wild action, before you drive off into the wilderness, have you envisioned the path already? Do the end results align with your values? Are these values the same ones that you carry through from old formats, old systems, and old thought patterns? You know, you acknowledge that as time goes by, you're not in Kansas anymore. You're like, yep, okay. So it's like the stars are aligning anyway to make you feel a certain way. You're gonna feel aggravated. You're gonna feel wildly consumed by fire, regardless of where you are at in your spiritual path, your journey. Okay. You want the Nine of Cups. You want wish fulfillment. You want satiety. You want to be full of love. You want to be full of it. You want to be full of what you want. But why? What good does it serve in any way for anybody, anyone, for you? Yes, at the end of the day, it's for you, but more so like still the Two of Wands. It's like the timing right now is allowing you to see the separation, right? Like and so how will you work to bring, to culminate the collective and bring, what role will you play, right? What role are you playing in this new field? You know, is it that you are in a major rush to make all these decisions so you can get on your way? Is it because you think that you have to catch the lead and you have to lead the way and you have to be the first to arrive? Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury. We have the Death card, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and the Six of Swords wants to come out, the Hierophant. Okay, yeah, the Knight of Swords, reminder that the timing right now is alluding to you centering your focus on not the past, okay? Centering focus on the fact that you've healed, the fact that you're already healing, you've healed. And so there will be a pause, there will be a need for you to put that down. Have you wrapped that up? Have you culminated your healing? Do you realize that you're out of a huge healing cycle and that you are in the midst of either realigning yourself with old pain so that you may be at risk for recycling through that pain? Knowing this, okay, you're being redirected. You're being directed to acknowledge that you are out of the healing process, okay? You've gained knowledge, you've gained wisdom through severity, through past pain, okay? So now allow that pain to subside, forgive yourself. You've done all of this. I don't know why I'm summarizing it for you, but it's more so the understanding that you are out of this field. You're now moving into, okay, that new vision that you've been working on since like this 2023, summer of 2023, fall of 2023. All of these new spiritual, creative insights have come through. And so now it's not necessarily like picking one and running with it. It's like acknowledging that, wow, you have all this, there's this new level, there's this new playing field, okay? There are all those new facets of you. And so you're attempting to kind of culminate that so that it does manifest into reality, okay? So now, knowing you're out of that healing cycle, you've actually made determinations on how you will tend to your creative and spiritual fire, okay? Even if it doesn't make ultimate sense in the 3D world, even if it maybe just translates as you getting rest and you meditating and you honoring that you have angels and archangels and spirit guides of the highest light, and you have helpful, wise, ancient ancestors all surrounding you, and that you are meant to acknowledge them on a daily, on a practical, weekly, daily, affirmative practice. Like there's now a connection. Are you going to disconnect? Will you continue to connect? Will you also continue to see the connections that are actually helpful for you in this reality and work with them? Even if it does involve going back to someone that you thought what you had cut out, that's also part of the healing journey, is to honor that some folks can actually come back into your life, and you can honor that some folks, maybe both of you were not aligned or were taken in different paths by whatever different occurrences, and now you may be coming back together. All of this is meant to show you, right, like where your forward actual movement, even if it doesn't mean you're like getting a paycheck tomorrow, right? It's honoring that there's different forms of believing and seeing, and right now it may not necessarily involve that winning lottery ticket, but it involves you actually establishing who you can trust, knowing that you're out of this old pain cycle, that you've healed, that you've learned, you've forgiven, you're on your way, you're recognizing who's on your side spiritually and in the three-dimensional world. You're also realizing that you have visions, and that you have a vision, that you have dreams, that you have big dreams and big goals, hopefully none of which really involve just the pure receipt of money, like that you're actually willing to work for something that means something for the bigger collective, and that you are actually trying to channel this into reality, and that, yeah, you might actually get a big payout and a big paycheck from all the work that you put out, but first you have to channel all that and like bring it into reality and honor all the other aspects, okay? Honor that now you also work with God, you work with the spiritual realm, you work with astrology, you work with the planets, as severe and as bitchy as the planets are as of late, as Saturnian as everything is. Recentering, refocusing, not focusing on past, not doing it the same way, not flying out the door because you're going to do everything the same way that you're used to doing it. Honoring that the light is within you, that the only reason that you feel the Five of Pentacles is because God, the universe, the stars, the planets are in alignment for you to actually recognize that you're not in the Five of Pentacles. You're not being left out in the cold. You're actually meant to find the light within you, okay? Find the strength within you, find the courage within you. It's always been there. It's been bogged down by all this unnecessary tending to, okay? There's a new way of tending to the path, okay? Leaving. I think earlier, the last one, I mentioned, I was like, so if you have to move, you have to move, right? Well, if you have to move, you have to move. Because I have here the Six of Swords. And the Hermit, okay? The Hermit. We have 3 major arcana out here as well, okay? Could all of these be your challenge? That you recognize that there is movement, energetic movement, or that there's a need for clarity and mental movement towards clarity, moving the mind towards clarity. Okay, moving the mind to see, clearing away what blocks you from seeing that there's actual growth and that you actually culminated a huge healing transformative cycle. You're not the same, you're on a different path, or the path that you thought you were on is actually a bigger deal, right? Like there's more to discover, and so you can't be in a rush because this is the beginning of a whole other realm, a whole other world. Okay. The skull looks cool, right? It's hip. Can this be my thumbnail? And then we have, okay, so we have card number 9, the Hermit, card number 13, Death, and then we have card number 5, the Hierophant. Okay, order in the court. Okay, but so Skullcap reminds us in this moment of stillness, you're actually moving, you're actually transforming. It's internal. It must be internal before it is external, right? It must be within before it is without. It must be laid out above so that it is below on this earth, right? Okay, it must be declared in joy. It must be declared in purity and love and light and the sun, the energy of the sun. Okay, this is not the energy of the sun, meaning burst out of the door, like go, 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 like barrel through. No, that's exactly the opposite. The masculine solar energy is being purified. It's being purified. It's being recalibrated, okay? It must be brought back to order. It must be tilled. It must be resurfaced, re-leveled, okay? The path must be clear so that there's movement, okay? Internal movement of soul, of spirit, of your light, okay? Not backwards, forwards, okay? Not with this obsessive desire to just earn, okay? What's the work for? What's the work about? Okay, you're gonna earn either way, right? If you the Three of Pentacles sits at the bottom, and the Hangman. So I cut the deck. 3, so 3, number 3, 33, 33, 33, 3, 3, 3. Thanks so much, Goddess Isis and God Ra. Can you offer us any clarity? Yeah, Eight of Wands. The Hierophant again. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, 8, 8. So many repeating numbers. The Hierophant again, so 55. I have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That keeps appearing. Yeah, like... Don't falter, don't fall back into the old, right? Your God, the universe is attempting to move you forward in your mind. There's a block, there has to be clarity, okay, for you to move forward. If the mind can ease into a longer vision, because the mind wants to see results tomorrow, the mind wants to see the results this Friday, the mind wants to get the direct deposit this Friday. God says, can you move beyond the pay period and actually see that there's a different work involved at the moment? There's a different reorganization. Yes, this has a lot to do with your abundance and your money-making ways and how you earn. Okay, it is alleviating a lot of that internal The bells just started popping off as I'm talking about God. I love it. There's something that blocks this internal, like, there is desire, there is fire, there's creative, spiritual fire within you. Your soul wants to move forward, but the mind blocks it because the mind can only think so far. The mind wants to remain in this local space, but God wants you to think like, hey, right now it might feel weird, but we're looking ahead at the grander picture, and that's why. And the reason for that, the reason why it's about the grander picture, the longer run, is because the values that are going to be involved as you hit the ground running in a few weeks, all of those values need to be in check and in line already in order for you to honor that you've moved on from healing, that you moved on from your large healing phase, that you've actually spiritualized and you've accumulated a lot of spiritual knowledge, and now you're working with higher divine force. Okay, you're no longer just running amok. I do declare I love this trio here: 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. That's the divine work at play, okay? Divine hands are at work. And it can feel harsh, right? Like, do you see this figure, this feminine, saintly figure hammering away, okay? It's like the universe has no time right now. Okay, and we have the Hermit Virgo, and we have the 8 of Pentacles Virgo. So yeah, this does involve daily work. It has been that way. It is very involved in the day-to-day work. Okay, but first it's the download. At first it's like there's so much to honor. There's so much to actually, like, where you're stuck in woe is me, or maybe you're being affected by people that are all day long. It's like woe is me all day long. They've been working at the railroad, and you're like, I'm tired of taking on people's lack of groundedness, right? Like, it might not even be you. It might be others around you, but this is what I mean. Like, regardless of whether you have or you have nothing right now, or it feels like you may have nothing, like, everyone is being asked to, like, really own their own self, right? Like, really rediscover why they're doing the things they're doing. People are being really put to that test, to that work. Why do you do what you do? What does it serve? Who does it serve? Does it serve you? Does it serve God? Does it serve the collective? Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and the Tower. Okay. So yes, Uranus and Mars, Saturn, King of Pentacles, and then we have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. This is Chris Ann's the Light Seers Tarot. I'm sure y'all are well aware. This one's a popular one, right? And I was using the Zodiac Tarot. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles, we have the 7 of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups, we have the 6 of Swords again, and we have the 9 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords. All of this we already talked about, okay? Like, the 6 of Wands, not relying on past, like, the attention that you're used to getting. It's like, put that down. Can you give yourself the honor and the attention to a lot of, it's like, wrap it up. Can you put the period at the end of the sentence? Put putting the period at the end of a lot of different sentences. Okay, perhaps you've left people behind that are actually helpful, meant to help you, okay? Or perhaps it's just meant for you to honor that you're finished with a lot of these cycles, and now, because of the risk that you run by wanting to run out and fulfill new duties, it could leave you still sore and not attentive to the realization that you're out of those. And it's just, that's how you get caught up, right? We have the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Bring love to you, Page of Cups, okay? Honor you, self-love, be more loving, okay? King of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. This is so funky how it like laid out over here. Okay. You are being asked to shift, okay? As simple as that. It's kind of the shift happening, and that's why I think in the last reading I mentioned all the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. A lot of the Taurus energy, redefining values before you move out, before you go on the road, right? Redefining what works, making sure you're attentive, and tending to what you know will work. How will you know what will work? By actually following through in stillness, and then working with joy, working with exuberance and joy, and envisioning, and not being held down or held back by the fact that everything's iffy or weird, or you don't know where you're going, right? But you know you're moving forward, okay? There is real work involved, okay? But that's to come. So can you relax more by honoring that this phase is just a big culmination, and you're going with the flow, and there's a lot of clarity needed in the mind, because you're actually looking good, and you're actually manifesting your independence, and you're actually manifesting movement forward away from this hard time. If there is someone that you miss, yeah, they are with you. They are very much in your presence. They love you. There is no pain there, okay? There's no severe pain. They're in joy, they're in light, they're in love, they're in the heavens, okay? Honor your joy, your dedication to love, your dedication to spiritual and seeing beauty in life, honoring that not everything is set in stone, and that you're moving through this time and space. You've wrapped up a huge cycle. It's not that you have to continue going down that path. It's like that you see the path is wide and open, and it's beautiful, and it's sunny, and it's inspiring, away from the darkness, right? Into the new light. Okay, love. I honor you. I honor your path. Did I mention the signs right? Like Scorpio, Taurus, all the fixed signs. Water in general. Sun in Virgo. A lot of Taurus. Libra, Saturn in Libra. Yeah. A lot of redefining relationships and a lot of movement. So Mars, the Sun in Leo. A lot of Aries energy. A lot of more Virgo energy. Yeah, we have 7, 8, 9 of Pentacles. Wow, y'all. So yeah, Mercury, the Sun, and Venus in Virgo. I have a lot of I keep saying that. A lot of Mercury energy, a lot of clarity needed in the mind. There's a block in the mind that is not allowing you to see that forward, wider, the capabilities, the light, the love, the shine, the work, the movement that you want, the love, the inspiration, the flow there, flow that way. Okay. Yes, your spirit guides honor you. Your loved ones honor you. Your recent past loved ones do honor you, and they want to speak with you. Okay. A lot of love, a lot of light, a lot of bright yellow, intense yellow, and orange light to your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. Okay. I honor your path. I'll be back with more messages. Thank you.